Hello Virgo, welcome to our Timeless Tarot to Go. Okay, I invite you to have a short break with me and have a tarot reading. Now this is a general reading, so just take how it resonates with you. At the same time, it is timeless, so anytime you find yourself watching this video, well, that's the right time for you to see it. Okay, now let us try to see what is your main energy for today. You are the magician. Okay. So, you are highly capable at this time. Everything that you need for the journey, for this chapter in your life, for this moment in your journey, you already have it. And you are very creative right now. You see here there are a lot of flowers in the vines, and then here a lot of flowers also. So, you are blooming right now. When it comes to your personality, you are highly attractive at this moment. At the same time, you have the emotional stability, emotional maturity. You have the resources that you need. We have here the pentacle, the cups. You are on fire. You have here the wands. And then you have here the sword. The sword is the mental capacity to handle whatever challenge you have right now. So everything that you need for the journey, everything that you need for this chapter in your life or this cycle in your moon cycle, okay, everything that you need is there. And you are very much in touch with the divine. You see here the belt of the magician is that of eternity. Another thing is I feel it's like wholeness in a certain sense. He is swallowing his tail. The tail is somehow related to your root chakra, and if you're swallowing it, it's as if you are accepting also your past life. What I mean is you are accepting your past history. Okay, you're accepting your life history. There is already an element of being at one with your shadow self, being at one with your inner child. So in a certain sense, you are already in the process of healing your past. So healing of past wounds, being reconciled with your past. So in a certain sense, there is already a certain degree of maturity in your life right now. And there is the eternity in your crown chakra. So you are constantly aware of the presence of the divine. There is the magician is asking the divine to bless everything. So in a certain sense, you have also developed already a certain degree of communication with the divine. Somehow your relationship with the divine has deepened already. Maybe not just in the mere theoretical sense, but in an experiential way. In a experiential way. Okay. Now, so far this is what we can see for the main energy, which is good. So you are healthy in your mind, body, soul, and spirit. So in a certain sense, in the recent past, a chapter has just closed. We have here the card of death, and yeah, a chapter has closed and the sun is rising. Now you try to see how you resonate and how you reacted with the closing of the chapter, because here we have several ways of that people reacted to the closing of the chapter. First, the king who died. You see the crown there, it fell. I feel the removal of the crown from the head of the king is symbolizes a certain degree of humility, wherein you already accepted that there are certain things in your life that is beyond your control. There's a certain humility knowing that you are in a certain sense dependent on the universe and dependent on the will of the universe in your life. Yes, you have choices, but at the same time, for you, somehow you value the decision also of the universe, or the guidance of the universe in your life. Now, the king is somebody who completely surrenders to the closing of the chapter. Well, he realized that he cannot do anything anyway. He's already, in the picture, he already died. And The only thing that he can do is to surrender and allow death to bring him into that point of transition towards something new. So in a certain sense, this is one energy that you can have right now, that you completely accepted death. We have here the little child, and this little child is welcoming death with joy. It's as if she is offering a bouquet of flowers to death. So she recognized the importance of death in her life. She recognized that death is a transition to something much better. So whenever death comes into the way, she offers death a bouquet of flowers. So she lovingly welcomes death, knowing that it is just part of life's passage, part of our passage from one chapter to another chapter. So this is the second energy that you can have. One is complete surrender, as if you know you are helpless. The other one is anticipation, welcoming death with enthusiasm. Okay, so welcoming the closing of the chapter with enthusiasm and also with hope that it will bring something beautiful. So that's the second energy. The other energy, the third one, is that of this little girl. She is in denial. She doesn't want to look at the face of death. There is a certain fear also. So there is a fear, a certain anxiety. So in a certain sense, this is another energy that some of you might have, that energy of anxiety. The other one, the last one, which is that of the bishop here. The bishop is trying to negotiate with death, as if trying to, he has also not accepted completely. He's trying to bargain with death. So in a certain sense, he also cannot accept the closing of the chapter. He's trying to bargain. Maybe we can still have something. Maybe we can still do something about this one. So he has not completely accepted. Now, the reason why I describe these four things is that in the recent past, a chapter has closed, and the invitation for us is to try to assess, to take a pause for a while and try to assess where we are in this stage of the closing. Did we completely surrender? Did we surrender and at the same time hope for a bright future? Or did we deny it? Or did we bargain with death? Okay, so the closing of the chapter. Now, when you look at death, death is a knight. It saves us. Death is chivalrous. Death saves us from a difficult situation and transports us to something much better. Now, how we react, you try to see how you reacted in the closing of the chapter in your recent past. Which of the four energies were you in? And somehow it will, somehow the second card, the present card, which is that of the magician, somehow tells you, somehow here, you really need to accept it. You need to overcome. You need to cross over and to accept the sunrise that is shining. Because here in the present moment, the sun is already shining. And a new chapter, whether you like it or not, a new chapter is opening. And it's as if the card is telling you, everything that you need is there. So you need to cross over throughout this energy. You need to undergo the process. If you are in denial, you need to go to the area of bargaining. Here you do not have the area of anger, but sometimes the journey towards acceptance also is that you undergo first the denial, the bargaining, and then there is the anger stage, and then finally the acceptance, and then looking forward to the future. So you try to see, you need to undergo all this process in order for you to get to this stage, that of the magician. So you try to see where you are right now, because right now you are being invited to welcome the new chapter, because everything that you need will be provided by the universe, and you need to move forward to this new chapter. Now let us try to see what to expect in the near future. Okay, you're starting that chapter. You're starting the journey towards this new chapter. You see here, it's as if everything that you need, you have already packed. Everything that you need for the journey, everything is prepared. Now all you have to do in the near future is to start the journey. Now the beauty of this card is that here you are being invited to not be afraid to be different, not be afraid to express who you truly are. This journeyer, which is the Page of Wands, is not afraid to be different. The way he clothes himself is he's unique, the way he liked to express himself. So in a certain sense, be yourself and be on fire. As you begin this new chapter, be on fire and have this sense of adventure. Consider this chapter as a journey, as a sense of adventure. For some of you, it can be that you are really going on a physical journey right now, and it can be on distant lands because we have here pyramids. Now, the pyramids also, when you look at it, the pyramids usually increases the energy within us. So if this is an interior journey, somehow it will lead to an increase in energy within you. So somehow, whatever this interior journey is, it will allow you to increase, to somehow grow more in your spiritual journey. This inner journey will, with the presence of the pyramids there, will show you somehow it will enhance your energy. So in a certain sense, this new chapter, if it's an inward journey, it will allow you to evolve even more in your spiritual capacity at this time. So somehow it will enhance you, and at the same time, for some of you, maybe it will clear some of your chakras. So in a certain sense, yeah, either it's an interior journey or a true physical journey, or an opening of a new chapter. In a general sense, it's a beginning of a new chapter, and you are being encouraged to move forward. Now, let's see what is happening actually in your inner world. Well, because the chapter has closed, right now you are in a hermit mode. Oftentimes it's like that. Usually when a chapter closes, especially if it's a painful chapter that has just closed, that has caused you to die into yourself, just like the king, no? Sometimes a certain situation makes us die into ourselves. When we do that, usually what happens to us is we withdraw from the crowd. We withdraw and spend more time alone, which is a good thing also, because it allows you to be enlightened, just like the hermit holding a lamp here. It allows you to be enlightened by the universe. When you withdraw from the people, you get to see the answers to the questions that you might have had when this chapter in your life has closed, especially if it's a painful one. Having time to be alone, having time to be in a receptive mode, allows you to understand more what has just happened, and allows you to learn more from the experience, and at the same time makes you closer to the divine. You see here, there are snow on the feet of the hermit. There's a certain winter in the soul. So for some of you, maybe when the chapter closed, it was a painful one for some of you, that there was sort of like a dying in the emotion wherein there is winter time at this present time. But as we all know, winter precedes springtime. So the winter is just a passing moment. It is a time a time of recovery, a time to rest, a time to allow the things that are inside you to grow. So in a certain sense, yes, after that chapter has closed, especially if it was a painful one for you, you need to have time to rest, some time to allow your body to recover, allow your spirit to recover, allow the universe to teach you the lessons that you need to learn, and prepare you for the springtime in the near future. And it's like this one, the Page of Wands can also symbolize somebody who is beginning the journey after the springtime has arrived. The Magician somehow symbolizes springtime already. So in a certain sense, yeah, you look forward to that springtime. I think the springtime is already beginning, because that is the main energy, or that is the direction you are heading right now. So in the physical sense right now, you are, for some of you, you prefer to be alone right now. You prefer to reflect on the chapter that has just closed at this present time. Now, what is happening in your subconscious mind? Well, you have just been set free. Okay. This closing of the chapter is actually a liberation of yourself. The universe has just set you free. In the judgment card you see here, people are being set free from their tomb. So in a certain sense, whatever this chapter that has closed, it can symbolize a part of your life that has entombed you or somehow made you immobilized, or in a certain sense limited your ability to enjoy life to the full. Now, whatever this chapter, the universe has closed it for you, and now that it is closed, because the death came, so death is sort of like the universe taking the initiative and closing the chapter for you, and now the universe set you free. As death arrives, death opened the tomb, or death opened the situation that you are in, wherein you feel limited in movement, limited in living out your life to the full, and it has somehow set you free. You see here people are rejoicing. So in a certain sense, there is an element of rejoicing also in your life right now, in your inner self. So take it if it resonates with you. If right now you have a certain sense of peace, a certain sense of release, a certain sense of, being set free, and a certain gratitude. There is this energy here in the card of gratitude to the divine and the universe, to your spirit guides also. So in a certain sense, you try to see if it resonates with you, that right now, even after the chapter has closed, there is a sense of gratitude in your spirit at this time of your journey. So in a certain sense, it's beautiful because somehow this is a journey towards transformation when you look at it. This description is that of being matured, because you are already, a chapter has been closed and a new chapter that is much better is opening before you. Now let us try to end this reading with some oracle cards. Okay. I find myself looking at the ship here. It makes me think of death as Sharon, the one in the mythology wherein, you see here, when you look at this card, there is a small boat by the river out there. It's as if you are being transported by death into a rebirth, somehow related to this one. This is being reborn and being set free. Okay. Now, let us try to see what is the oracle card for you. Creative writing. Okay. So at this time, journaling can be a great help for you at this time of transition. And it says here, by Archangel Gabriel, make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen, an article or book. Okay. Try to write down your experiences at this time. If you are resonating with this situation right now, it's either you write it down or you record it in an audio or make a video of it so that you can come back to it later on. The lessons that you learn right now, when you mature even more, you go back to it. If you go back to it a few months after, you will realize you will have more insights. Why? Because from this point, there will be rapid growth. You will undergo rapid growth. So a few months after here, you are no longer the same as you are right now. You will be more mature then. So at that time, when you go back again and check your journal, you will gain more insights because your point of view has already changed. Now, if you wait for a few more months, you come back to it a year after, you will see that there will be more insights again. Because your point of view, you have matured even more, and your point of view have again changed. So sometimes it's good to write down your insights at this present time. Another thing is because when you write those insights, you will not forget. So whatever important lessons you've learned now, you will not forget. All you have to do is to go back to that notes, and you will have more insights, you will gain more things. There are certain things that you will remember, there are certain things that you will forget. So it is good to write them down so that they can be little gems that you can look back to, especially when you undergo similar situations again in the future. And when you look back on it, you will gain more insights because you are more mature at that time. So in a certain sense, right now, If you are inspired to write it down, to make a journal, yes, do it. For some of you who have not considered it, maybe you can consider doing a journal right now. And the journal doesn't have to be just the written one. You can make an audio or a video clip of these insights that you are gathering at this moment. And then here there is an importance of breath. It says here, Archangel Raphael, take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and release old patterns. Okay, so somehow breathing is important for you right now. It makes me think again of the pyramids here. If you are undergoing interior journey, the pyramids enhances your energy. At the same time, breathing also enhances your energy. What comes to me right now, when you continue on breathing, and then you visualize your chakras, and you visualize that your chakras are being unblocked, it releases the energy that might have been blocked within you or locked within your person. So in a certain sense, I feel there is a need for you to undergo also energy check and energy work. To spend more time in meditation, just like the hermit, but at the same time you try to visualize your chakras and try to ask your chakras to unblock themselves, especially if it is related to your closing of the chapter. If the situation or the experience was painful, it might have left some blockages in your chakras. And so meditation, breathing, and visualization might help you facilitate further the process of healing and the process of closing the old chapter and opening a new one. So you need to be aware also of the pain in your body. If you have certain body pains, you need to be aware of them, and then you breathe and you ask those parts of your body to release and to relax. So in a certain sense, breathing and meditation is important for you at this time. Now, let's move it a little here. Let us get two more cards. So the other card is Clear Cognizance, Archangel Uriel. Pay attention to the thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. Okay. Yes, be in touch with the divine, just as the magician is in touch with this eternity sign on top of his crown chakra. So, clear cognizance is being aware of whatever thoughts are coming or ideas that are coming on your mind. Clear cognizance is one of those clear gifts that is very fast. It just comes into your mind. Suddenly, an idea or an inspiration comes into your mind, and you are convinced that it is not yours, but it comes from the universe. So when that comes, be aware of it at this present time. Listen like the hermit. Listen to the enlightenment that is coming to you. The light can symbolize messages and instructions coming from the divine and from your spirit guides. So be aware of these ones, at this present time, because you are undergoing transition and you are learning lessons right now. And the universe seems to want to share something with you at this time. So just be open to it. Be receptive to the teachings of the divine and your spirit guides at this time. And then finally we have Take Back Your Power, Archangel Raziel. Use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. Right now what I'm thinking of is this little girl in the death. She welcomes death happily, and it's like she's taking her birthright to a promising new chapter. She's welcoming this new chapter, knowing that it will benefit her. So in a certain sense, have that kind of spirit of this little child. Take back your power. She is taking back her power. She is not denying it. She is not bargaining. She just welcomes it and welcomes it with joy. So she is like, okay, I begin again. So it's like that. A chapter has closed. Okay, I begin again. I know I might have committed mistakes in the past, but I can begin again. So take back your power. Get back again into that horse and continue your journey. Just as this page of wands, no, is dressed up and ready for the new journey, ready for the adventure. Like the magician who has packed everything that he needs, and he is preparing also for the journey. It's like the universe can be also the magician who has prepared everything that you need for the journey. So take back your power, be proactive, and accept the new chapter that is opening with joy, with confidence, and yeah, with positive energy. Okay, so this is what we have for you right now. Breathing, okay, breathe so that you'll have that positive energy to face this new adventure. So thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, Virgo, may God continue to bless your ways.